Hi everyone. This video is just about when you're testing your links, and you can see here that I've just sent an email to myself, and when I sent it I used my home email. So don't, if you're testing yourself as a client, make sure you use a different email for the client than you would for your main login, and that way you can distinguish, and the system can distinguish who's the client and who's the actual user. Now, when I've sent that, that's come into my email and it looks like this. And the temptation is just to click on that like the client would. Now, previously, what would have happened is it would log me in as a client, and then I would lose my session over here, or even worse, it would just look like I'm still logged in, and when I go to do something, it would behave unpredictably. So what I've done now is just so that when you click on there, it will actually say a message, did you click on a client link? And because you're logged in and you're trying to do that, it's not going to let you through. So what it suggests instead is doing it into a incognito window. And the way we would do that is to go to our button. Instead of clicking it, I'll right click it and I'll say open link in new cognito window. And when I do that, you'll see it actually will log me in as a client and everything works nicely. And if I look at who I am over here, I'm Carter Blassie, who's the client. And if I go back to my original window, which is this one here, I will remain logged in and everything will continue to work as my primary user here. So you can see that that's not going to affect it. So that's a new change. But the other way you can do it is if you're in a document and you just want to really quickly test the link, you can actually do it before you send it. So I'm just going to close this one here and show you what I mean. If I'm in Carter and go to his trip, and let's say I was about to send this one, instead of sending it, you could actually click on it here and say open link in incognito window, and that will achieve the same thing without having to go through the whole process of sending it to yourself and going to email and clicking on the button. So you can see that's gone to the same form, but it just skipped a big step. So that's a little bit of information just about when you're doing that testing. Normally that wouldn't happen in real life because you're not clicking on your client's links, but when you're new to the software or just testing something new out, the temptation is just to click on those client links, and that's just going to avoid some of that confusion. I hope that helps.